Kane Brown's Good As You bass line, top country music songs. So you need that special song for that special someone. There's not a better song than this one right here. And this bass line does the same. Now, speaking of special, this is 24 years today we've been married, so this is dedicated to my wife. And happy anniversary, honey. Alright, so enough mushy stuff, let's get down to it. I'm Donald Witt, the bass instructor of the How to Play Bass online course, iwanttoPlayBass.com. And jump over there, subscribe, become a free member, and get your free ebook also on setting up your bass for success. And subscribe here also. I've got lots of videos coming out daily, pretty much every other day, and hit that bell notification. Be notified when they come out. Right now I'm in a country music series going on now, going on a lot of the top country music songs and the bass lines of them. So you'll get that from these. If you're a big country fan, then you'll enjoy all of these. So let's get right into it. This song basically starts off singing. He comes to the guitar part in the beginning, and then he comes in singing, and then the bass line, everybody comes in like the second verse. Everybody comes in with the drums and the bass line. It's just basically gonna be this. It's in the key of G sharp, and it starts off with just the singing, just vocals and guitar. It starts off with the guitar, and then vocals come in, and they're singing, and it's like a couple verses, and then the whole band comes in with the drums and everything. And so the groove is just going to be this right here. When you come in on one, so that's the groove that you're going to be working with through it's actually going to be two verses that we play that. So that's one time of the 4 times in each verse. So that'll be repeated 4 times in one verse, and then it goes into 4 times of that verse in over a guitar solo. So that'll be one time around, okay? So the first time around, he does a little lick on 4, and to bring us out of that lick into the next time around, it's just going to be 4 and. So that first time around is going to sound like this. So that's what the first time around is going to sound like. So once you do that, the second go around, it stays back to not much going on. After that little lick, it just does it again. So that's the second time around. Now here in this time around, he sits on the G sharp for a bar, and then it comes in to start that where this lick would be. It's just going to go back into that time around, but he does a little lick there. So we go, so that's the end of that time around. Then it goes, he holds the G sharp for 2 beats, and then stops it on beat 2, and then does this little lick. And this little lick is going to be the D sharp to G sharp to D sharp, D. So it's D sharp to G sharp, D sharp, F, D sharp, and then to A. Aim and target at our A sharp is our notes. And like I didn't even tell you the notes. It's G sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Those are our target notes. Those are the chord progression. That's the chord progression right there. G sharp, A sharp, and C sharp. Sorry about that. Almost forgot. So that lick is just going to be that D sharp, G sharp, D sharp, F, D sharp, A sharp. Okay? And it's going to sound like this. So that's the third time around, right? Now this time around he does something just a little bit different. He adds an octave, the 5th to the octave there, and he changes that lick up just a little bit. So it's going to be the second, third, fourth. This is the last time around. So the 4th time is. So how's it go? He goes. That's all he does. He goes G, G sharp, D sharp, G sharp, and then he does this lick right here. D sharp, F sharp, G sharp to A. So that's how that goes. Okay, so we've got that. And then he does that on the A, taking you to the C sharp. The A sharp to the C sharp. So he goes. That's the end of the verse, getting ready to go into the guitar solo. So that last time around is going to be like this. And now we're going into the guitar solo. Change it a little bit. The chord progression is the same, just the notes change a little bit. He hits just the rhythm changes a little bit. So this one goes, he comes right back into it, slides out, slides back in, and he goes. So it's just going to be octave. And these are basically octaves. There's one time he changed, but it's, wait, it just goes. So there, it just goes right there, G sharp, goes on the downbeats, and then here he goes to the octave and just bounces down to the lower register. So it just gives it that bounce feel. And then here we go to the C sharp, and then we just build a little bit. Instead of the groove, we do. And then that's one go around. And now that's not the end of it though. And then he does this lick here. Right there. He does that right there. So that's just going to be D sharp, F sharp, D sharp, F to G sharp again, D sharp, F, G sharp, and then back to F. So just that lick right there. Then that ends it. And then we go back to the top. So that first go around is going to sound like this. Now we're back to second time around, and here he goes. Instead of the like that, he goes. So it's the octave, but just the rhythm change. Okay? And then there, instead of the bounce it down, it goes. And then it backs out. That's the end of that solo. And it backs out. He does another verse. And then they come back in at the outro. And they do a little build. And then it goes. And it just moves a little more. There's a little more going on, but it's all the same riffs and everything. So it just starts off just like our first lick. Groove's still there. Here we change. Now at the end of that solo, I missed it. I just keep forgetting about that one spot. At the end of the guitar solo, where he's going, when he does that very last line to the C sharp, and then he hits the octave, he hits that octave C sharp. I forget about that every time. Right there, and then it goes, okay, and then it goes, cuts out. So just don't forget that one spot. If you're listening to it, you'll hear it. But I didn't forget about it, or I didn't miss it. It's there. I forgot to tell y'all. I almost forgot to tell y'all about it. But then back to the outro, it's just going to be that right there. He comes in. might do that. I can't remember. It just ends there. All right, so hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some value out of it. If you did, hit that like button. Help me help you. And leave a comment. Let me know if you want to hear something else. If there's something you got a preference out there you like, or anything. If you enjoyed it, or maybe you thought I messed something up, or maybe I did. Who knows? I messed things up too. But hang on. Thank y'all. See you. Bye now.